Well, greetings, friends, on this lovely Sunday night, January 14th, 2018. It's late at night, put it that way. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, every library is closed for MLK Day, so in observance, so we can observe Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s legacy tomorrow, Monday. So so finished up a work week. I've got Monday and Tuesday off. It's closer and closer, finishing up that January and getting to that 2-week vacation. Little evenings like this when you finish up a work week, sitting here, enjoying the thought, but not tasting it too much, because, it's never as enjoyable as it seemingly appears it's going to be. What's going on? What's going on, man? What's going on, man? You gonna talk about your feelings again? Talk about your feelings again? I feel it. So I don't know if it's better this way or maybe so. Maybe I'll turn that off. Maybe I'll this way. Yeah, he's master camera work lighting here. So yeah, maybe we'll do another workout stream tomorrow. Kind of doing an ABA, BAB sort of style workout right now. Trying it out. A's are a push, B's are a pull. So no, wait, that's the reverse. So gonna be trying diamond push-ups tomorrow, plus the back bridges. So we'll see. Sorry, I was gonna try to stream cooking the low-carb taco bowl, but parents are in the living room. It was just too loud. It wouldn't have worked out. It was okay, not that great, but it was okay. Just brown the ground beef, seasoning, put it in a bowl, put some guacamole there, lettuce, little salsa, cheese, I don't know, it was alright. It was something different. So I've got a steak today, but I'm I don't know, almost craving something else, but there's nothing really. You know what I feel like you can't get generally? You can't go to the grocery store and get just like unbreaded chicken wings. Even like cooked, even the ones that, because they do in the deli sell just chicken wings that are cooked without like a sauce or anything, but it's like, damn, do they bread these or not? Maybe I'll check the grocery store and I'll ask the deli lady, like, hey, you guys could put bread on this stuff, maybe I don't know, whatever oils and whatever, it's maybe not for the best, but hey, once in a blue moon, something like that wouldn't be harmful, but not if, so I'm not sure. Had them before long ago, but I can't remember. I feel like the texture was different, that it wasn't bread. Tell us more. He's fascinating conversation about breading. I don't know. It's good to do chin-ups on Friday, folks. Definitely feeling that soreness, let me tell you. There's some suggestions from a number of you to go swimming. I do have swimming trunks that my parents bought me recently. I guess. Thing though is, it isn't a very terribly long pool, but I'm sure you can still sort of, I don't know, dog stroke or something. I don't know. I haven't gone swimming in a very long time, folks. Do I even remember how to swim? We were so fat, just like float. So that's good, folks. It's definitely one of those. Oh man, I have as a lifelong fat person have been. Hold on, that's maybe the noise from the motor is getting a little too much. As a lifelong fat person who is weak too. You know, always bothered by not being able to do pull-ups and things like that. So, you know, these days where I'm going on that thing and like, oh shit, I was able to, like, even 3 for now was like a big accomplishment for me, and makes me feel good because it feels like I'm actually progressing on something that has been on my mind for quite a while. You know, I feel like somebody asked a question some time ago. I was like, oh, are you, like, is it really that meaningful or something like that for you to do pull-ups? And like, yes, it is, because it means I'm finally getting over, like I said, this thing that's, you know, you're always just like the fat, weak, whatever kid at like during the ROTC or whatever thing. Oh, how many can you do? Like 0. How many push-ups? 0. Oh man, it's good to, it feels good to make progress on something. So I'm satisfied with my 3, and if I keep sticking to it, I'm sure that number will rise. But what I'm really looking forward to, folks, later this year, which I know will happen, I think easily by summer, I should be able to be doing pull-ups, chin-ups, and dips using my weighted vest. And I am very much looking forward to that, because man, you start doing calisthenics with weights on, and that's when the progress really takes off, that I recall. So I'm very excited, folks. Been working on programming, even sort of at work. During quiet times. Open up a PDF, open up a little terminal, and work on C programming language. So I started the book over, since like, well shit, it's been a while, just start from the beginning. And there is something funny of like, every year I hit a point where I stop, and then I'm like, oh, I'll do this again, and then like start up again and get back to where I was and go past a little further. So I'm sort of funny to like, oh yeah, I remember all this shit. Is, you know, it is a part of the like, god damn, how many times are you gonna keep repeating that? But like I said, takes me time, but eventually I learn the lesson. Oh god, you're talking so slow, I need 4x speed for YouTube. Man, this is really boring to listen to. So I'm at the exercise early on for printing a histograph of the amount of words with a certain how many words have 2 characters, and how many words in everything you typed have 5 characters, stuff like that. So it's definitely more challenging, and it's like print them sort of horizontally, line by line, and then the more challenging one is print them vertically, which in the past, when I did this last year, I got past that and had that moment of like, yeah, I did it. I that thing that was hard, I did it. But it's like this time today, recently I was like, well, shit. Finally figured out how to print them one way, but like, goddamn, how do you do it the other way? So I thought, I'm in it to win it, folks. I'm in it to win it. I knew specifically too, I'm starting with a classic yet hard programming language. This isn't a race. This is, we need to do this correctly. We're here to learn. We're here to learn, man, not just get through the book. So I was like, all right. So I kept thinking about it. And it is definitely much harder, but I think I almost got it. Code is a little sloppy. There's just one thing I got to figure out, because it's like, well, this little thing for outputting it I made, it's sort of based on how many of these arrays, this loop, have already been cleared before. Just the way I'm having it check. And I've got the C answer book, but I'm refusing to check. I want to figure out on my own, folks, because I know that's how it'll probably be in the real world or something. I don't know. It's better to sort of work that muscle rather than constantly look for help. Like how much of this, the more I can try to figure out on my own somehow, the better it'll be for me in the long term in terms of learning. You've got these arrays that each one holds like how many words with this character or that many. So it's like, well, shit, I had it almost figured out, but like, once a certain amount runs out, I'm having it just print a blank, so it doesn't print anything unless it still has like a number left over. That way I can go down and still print the histograph asterisk. But you need to check, has this already been cleared before it shows you? Check that line again for values. Created another array. Very exciting stuff, I know, to check. Has that particular array been cleared before? If not, then whatever. So I almost got it, just something isn't quite working there, but I think I almost got it. So I'm pretty proud of myself for not skipping that part. That's like, this, printing it this way will be much harder. I've racked a number of probably a good 4-5 plus hours on the like, how the fuck would I do this, man? And I refuse to like look up answers. I really want to figure it out on my own. So I said, I figure that will be for the best in the long term, doing stuff like that. So yeah, that's going well. It's another thing that sort of it's good to like yeah, you're not just sitting around thinking about it anymore. It's something you're actually spending time working on, and I'm pretty proud of myself for like some of the efficiency where I'm actually, you got slow moments at work where like nobody fucking needs your help. So it's like, am I really gonna just like goddamn like pretend to, oh, I'll check my email for the 1,000th time or this or that? Like, I know we were always sort of encouraged to like increase your tech knowledge or something like that. So I'm like, well, shit. Like, all right, well, I'll do, it's not like I'm putting on headphones. It's just a discrete little PDF where I can read this thing, do this thing in a terminal to like compile it and check. So, all right, shit. So it's good, folks. I'm still not at the like Mr. Discipline of getting up at 5 a.m. each day and immediately coding and going to work, and if there's any downtime at work. But I'm getting there. It's good, folks. So I've got tomorrow, got the day off, but I'm gonna meet with the old acquaintances to watch some movies. But like I said, I'm trying to appreciate it for what it is while I still have it. It's definitely very interesting how you can get accustomed to, you can grow accustomed to things in life and sort of put up with it, and you have these little moments where you get overly emotional or excited about something and that feeling wears off and you just sort of adjust to the new realities or something of it, right? And never hold yourself accountable. That's definitely something I'm having to learn about myself, to like not overly think about things, whether it's positive or negative. Don't get overly excited or overly black-pilled about it. You just gotta focus on what you gotta do. So yeah, I mean, I don't want to go tomorrow, but it's alright, folks. It doesn't happen often. It's just enjoy it for what it is, because, when you're actually alone, when there's actually like nobody really left at all, man, it can be a little scary, I gotta tell you. And I've been in contact recently with my Afghani friend. Seems to be doing okay, but I've also had that feeling many times before. But I don't know, we might meet up here for a barbecue or something in the next few weeks, so that will be nice, but we shall see. It was maybe the feeling to describe things a little bit now is, it feels like things are getting back on some sort of track, some sort of good path that I was supposed to be on a long time ago. I was thinking about college earlier this week and just what happened, man? What happened? I was not always this way. There's definitely a period of time where I enjoyed learning and this and that, and maybe I just got kind of depressed by how stuff in college turned out, and I was reading all sorts of conspiracy shit and stuff like that. So feels like I just sort of gave up on life and just, I've had this conversation with my mom where she said, just seemed like you used to be interested in stuff and then you just kind of stopped, and all that was sort of left is this, work at the library. I don't want anything else. That's it. So something definitely happened in college, and in the big ramble video is just like you've woken up and you got all this missing time. You know, I know I was there. And I did those things and all that, but I almost feel like, it sounds weird, I know. But I almost feel like I'm remembering somebody else's memory. Like, I was there, but yet it wasn't me. Like, I was in somebody else's life, in somebody else's timeline, you know? Like, I don't... Oh, like, that feeling, I've kind of gotten over that big feeling of it. Now I'm just like, all right, what... Oh! Now it's just mostly like, whatever. I'm just focusing on doing what I gotta do. But maybe some of those realizations about yourself in the past and things like that, it was not always this way. I won't say I had a fire. I just didn't quite have the knowledge of, like, the key that you gotta have self-initiative, man. Now I have the understanding of it. I just don't have the fire that I'm... But... remember sitting in class, actually enjoying learning shit and all that, and years pass, and you're just like, man, what the fuck happened? It's just like it's a fire that sort of died. And that's why if you're younger, the easier it sort of is to turn around. I believe I can do it, folks. I believe that I can, rekindle that fire and make it burn a lot brighter than it used to. Also, it's just going to be a lot of day-to-day hard work and just keeping yourself accountable for not stopping, for keep going, for working hard. But I think probably also not getting overly, I sort of mentioned, not thinking about it too much of like, yeah, I'm going to get pumped up and excited and this and that, because if there's anything I'm learning, especially maybe about myself, as you get older, just this tendency to like, oh, this is going to be awesome, or this is we just build it up in our heads, and instead it's just this sort of thing that is, you know, and whatever you built it up in your head is not exactly the truth. So you've already said that before. Well, sorry. Yes, folks, getting back on some sort of track. Went way off track for a long time. Oh man, what happened? What the fuck happened? As I said, it almost feels like I'm remembering somebody else's memories, honestly. Yet, even though I know that was me, and I was there, and I did those things, it's just like, God. Well, I guess we'll probably leave it off there. Can't really think of anything else other than, oh, mama, there were some MILFs today. Whew. But, yeah, you know, yeah. At work, folks, you know, at work. Not quite, even though I sort of done it before, I'm not feeling quite so daredevilish to risk having a bad interaction that ends up with me being reported or something and fired. I don't know. It's maybe I'm overthinking it, whatever. But I said all it takes is one, right? But man, whew, oh, alrighty, yeah, it's almost. Here I am sitting in an empty parking lot after work, folks. It's a good feeling, don't get me wrong. It's a good feeling, but it's sort of strange to think how, like, almost overly excited and something you'd get. I don't know. Old pleasures that were dumb and pointless gonna have to get replaced by new and actual things. When you make progress on something meaningful, to get pleasure from that versus, oh, I'm off from work, I got days off, I can go get myself beer and then play video games, you know, for no actual benefit to myself. Maybe what it is you're having to relearn how to appreciate meaningful things, if that makes sense. That your values have changed and now you got to learn how to appreciate what actually matters these days, not just, oh, finished a work week, get drunk and eat tendies and play Skyrim or something now, yippee. Alright, friends, that will do it for now. Bye-bye.